For as much as I talk about my love for Sonic, I feel I don't talk about other franchises. Sure, I've made videos on Yume Nikki, but compared to Sonic, where I feel like I have an infinite ideas, I have like 3 ideas for Yume Nikki videos. The good news is I don't have to talk about 2 things. Again, there's a lot of series I want to discuss more in videos, but for today, I want to take time to talk about one of my favorite gaming franchises, Kirby. When I think of gaming series that's got consistent bangers, Kirby comes to mind. Although I don't haven't played as much as I've played Sonic games, like Forgotten Landers and Superstar are some of my favorite games ever. Which brings us to the topic of today. One of my personal favorite aspects of the series is the boss fights. Although Kirby is a fairly simple series, the boss fights always manage to be a highlight. Today, we'll be ranking every boss from Kirby's Dream Land and Kirby's Adventure. I thought it'd be nice to fuse the two, considering both don't have many. Also, one small rule, we're only doing main bosses, as mini bosses could be a video of its own, and considering there isn't many tracks, we'll also be ranking the Dreamland OST after. With that said, let's go. At least Dreamland is somewhat challenging. Here, all you do is spam whatever ability you have and boom. It gets pretty boring waiting for Krako to drop a Waddle Doo, and once he knows patterns, he's easy. Pretty much my exact same issues with Krako, but slightly better because they're a little unpredictable. He's much better than his adventure fight because it doesn't take 2 seconds to beat him. However, considering he's still pretty easy here, considering how quickly he drops his apples. He's pretty slow, and the way his fight works does lead to some unfair deaths, but I like that it's his missiles that give you a hammer or sleep if unlucky. We're getting to the fights I actually actively like now. My favorite thing about the fight is how many copy abilities you can receive. I personally like going for the Parasol. My only issue is how random it is to choose which easel she uses. Still, quite a fun fight. What a stellar glow up. I love the pre-battle using high jump to climb up the clouds. Then you use high jump to fight Krako, which is tricky because of his attacks, meaning you must relearn his attacks despite being the same. Such a clever way of using a boss. What I love about King DDD's fight is despite being relatively simple, he can still trip you up. Like, you have to bait him with his hammer, but make sure he doesn't hit you. This fight honestly encapsulates why I love DDD as a character. He's such a troll. Tough stuff. Pretty much the same reasons I like DDD's fight. There's just something about this fight that's got so much aura to it. Mana has been a pain to you the entire game, so getting a chance to beat him not only feels satisfying, but also signifies you're in the end game. Sure, the fight is just spamming A, but like with DDD, his patterns make up for it. Easily the most distinct fight in Dreamland. You're in the air, a completely different track plays. You already have what you need to defeat the boss. Instead of the normal fights, Kabula plays like a game like Galaga, and it's pretty fun having to shoot him down while dodging his attacks. Sure, he's not too tough, but makes up for it for being so distinctive. I mean, come on, it's the boss fight against the literal sun and moon. I love how when you fight the moon, the sun's giving you ammo, and when the sun fights, it becomes night. That's so awesome, especially considering this is a game for the NES. They're also pretty challenging as well, considering they give no copy abilities. And again, what other video game can you say you fought the sun and moon? Like how Kabula is the most memorable Dreamland fight due to how distinctive he is, King Dedede is the best fight in Adventure for how normal he is. Like, yes, this sure is the same fight from Dreamland. His only new attack is he's a ball now. Anyway, if you know what you're doing, he's quick to take down, so we beat him nice and clean. Oh my god, what the heck is that? What do you mean Dedede is our Senna? What? Then the fight heads to its second phase, which is just like Kabula, except there's a time limit. That fact gives this fight so much stress. You can choose to tank its hits and get more damage before the time finishes, or play it safe and save your health. Once you finish that, the third and final phase takes place, where this thing becomes its true form. Nightmare, and have to whack its weak spot. And that's like kind of the weakest phase, but still adds a ton of stress. Matter of fact, we're putting Nightmare on the villain tier list. Great design. I like that he's not just take over the world. Great twist. I wish he had more presence though. B tier. Anyway, yeah, easily the best fight in both Kirby's Dreamland and Kirby's Adventure. But wait! If you remember, I said as well we'll be ranking the OST of Kirby's Dreamland. Considering it's pretty short, it shouldn't take long. Let's just get started. Rarely heard in gameplay, but a cute little jingle. Arguably worse, but at least I hear it in gameplay. Cute little jingle signifying you beat a stage. Cute little jingle to open you up. I like it, but it doesn't stick out to me compared to other tunes. The name of this song, Roasted Sweet Potato Shooting, is just the greatest name ever, and I'm tired it's not. But other than the name and helping make Kabula a more distinctive fight, it doesn't stick out to me. Still, how can you hate the name Roasted Sweet Potato Shooting? A very imposing yet goofy track, perfect for DDD himself. But once again, not one I itch to listen to. Very nice tune to close out on. There's something about this tune that's so infectious about it. I feel happy and powerful when I hear it, and just thinking about it makes me smile. I got excited this about the last track, but gosh, this one is so infectious as well. This track makes me feel like I can take on the toughest challenges. A pretty great boss that gets me pumped. Don't have a lot to say other than I like it. I mean, it's green greens. It's the most popular Kirby track for a reason. Even if it's not my personal favorite, everything I could say about the Dreamland OST is represented. It's infectious, it's happy, it makes me smile. It definitely deserves to be the most iconic. There's just a couple ones I like a little more. We have reached playlist material. Honestly, my opinions are kind of one to one with when it comes to bubbly clowns and green greens, but I like this one more because of how laid back it is. Like, you've made it this far, feel free to take it slow, but don't give up yet. This track just feels like it's saying everything will be okay, and that's greatly appreciated. Like with Bubbly Clouds, this also feels like it's saying everything's okay. When I heard this, I knew this game was something special. Whenever I give this song a listen, I feel all sorts of warm emotions, knowing everything will be okay if I slow down. Now, last time I suggested remixes, and here is no different. Once again, I recommend Smooth McGroove's remix, but check out Forever Kirby's one as well. And there we have it. I hope you liked this. I know it's different than my normal content, but I hope you enjoyed. And I'm definitely making more Kirby videos. I love Kirby. Thanks for watching.